Everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Not Aspirational. I'm your host, Hannah Aaron Brown, and today I am joined by a dear friend of the pod and a comedy sensation. She's your favorite internet celebrity's favorite internet celebrity. She's an incredible stand-up comic, host of the hit podcast Literally Life-Changing, recent Watch What Happens Live guest bartender, Southside Baddie, Go Sox. You might know her from The Righteous Gemstones, but now you can stream her brand new comedy special, Marguerite. Please welcome Maggie Winters.
That was so nice. You wrote that.
I wrote that, and it wasn't hard to write because you've done so many things.
No, that's so nice. Because usually people, and like no offense to them, but they'll just read like my bio, and the bio is like so long where I'm like, okay, but you had a fresh, unique take. Thank you, Hannah.
Oh my gosh, Maggie, thank you so much for being here. You're so booked and busy, and I really appreciate you taking the time.
Oh my God. No, I need to be more booked and busy. So producers text me. That's what they do, right? They text me.
They definitely text you directly.
My lighting looks like I'm in heaven, so I'm dead.
You're a heavenly figure. You're my God, really, at the end of the day.
Oh gosh, you don't want that. You'll be praying to me. I'll be like, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Sorry.
You're like, not sure, diva.
Yeah,
again.
Sorry about that. Oh my God. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm good. I'm so happy to be recording with you on a Friday. I feel like it just brings like a buoyant energy to the podcast and just a fun little slutty weekend flavor.
And it's 65 degrees in Chicago, which you know is a big deal.
Are you going to like run to the beach and take your top off after this?
Already did. I am going to a bar tonight that has an outdoor space. So, we might get crazy there.
Wait, do you want to gatekeep it? Or are you going to tell me which one?
Oh, no, it's on the far. It's actually in Blue Island. It's called Rock Island Public House. You'd love it. It's like very chill vibes.
It sounds like my dream place.
Yes. Yeah. And we're just gonna like celebrate the special and have some nachos.
That sounds amazing.
Yes.
We went out recently when you were in LA and watched the Bears game.
Yes, when they lost.
They lost.
It's okay.
It was a tough day for all of us, but we did drink together for like a solid 8 hours. And then we got to a point where we were like, we could keep going, but we have to leave.
And this is like, you said we could keep going. You and my friend Brendan both going out like, let's have one more. I go, we're going home now.
Okay.
Like, you both were like, come on. I was like, it is a Sunday night.
I couldn't remember if it was you or Brendan who said we could keep going, but it was definitely Brendan.
And because we went longer than I even thought we would. But we're Chicago through and through, and that's what we do.
We just get excited. We get excited to gather. We get excited to be together.
We lost, and we were still like, we partied more than any of the Rams fans. Like, they all went home in their cars, and we were like, we lost. Let's keep drinking.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. That's honestly a perfect segue into my first chunk of questions. It's a little warm-up game for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so in your special, you talk about our alma mater, Illinois State University. So I wanted to play an ISU-themed game of Kill, Fuck, Marry.
Oh my God, I'm in. Yeah.
Sorry, listeners, it might be a little inside baseball, but I'm sure we'll go off on tangents and like Maggie will explain her reasoning.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, first one, Kill, Fuck, Marry, ISU dorm edition, Watterson, Atkin Colby, or Hewitt Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester. I'm killing Atkin Colby because that was the one that I worked at Subway.
That was the one?
Yeah, and I think it's actually gone.
Oh, ISU killed it for you.
Yeah, it's rest in peace.
Yeah.
I have to, like, I never lived in Hewitt, Manchester, but it seemed nice.
Hewitt, Manchester was bougie, but the downside was they didn't have a built-in dining center, so you had to walk across the street to Watterson, which was, like, really lame.
So maybe, yeah. I think I'm gonna fuck Watterson because that's the vibe it has, like nasty, like Take me get a buffalo chicken sandwich after. And
Yes.
then I'll marry Hugh at Manchester because they'll give me the good life, but I'll always be eyeing Waterston out of the corner of my eye.
Just being like, what could have been like across the
Well,
street. Well,
exactly.
they opened a new dining center like during my freshman year, and that's when we got like the panini makers and it
Oh,
got like real nice in there.
and the one in Waterston.
Yeah, the one in
Yeah.
Waterston.
Oh, it got really nice. And then because when I was a freshman, we would travel. What was the dorm that was kind of far from
Tri
everything?
Towers,
Tri Towers, because they had
Mongolian barbecue.
yeah. They had Mongolian barbecue, and we were like, "We're going out tonight. Like, we're going to Dry Towers."
We're like, let's go to a nice dinner at Tri
Yes,
Towers on a Tuesday.
they had stir fry. Like, they were bougie there.
They were bougie there, and all the athletes lived there because it was right by the
Yes,
facilities.
I feel like I
Yeah.
tried to live there, and they were like, "You're good, nice try. You're in Waterston, bitch." And do we forget Waterston is the highest point between Chicago and like St. Louis or something?
I have never forgotten that piece of trivia because it did blow my mind. And I lived in Waterston both freshman and sophomore year. Like I had like a soft
Same.
spot. Yeah. I had a soft spot, but they had to change the name of all the houses because they were after like racist political figures.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what they're called now, but I do remember the elevator like naming the two floors like at every
I lived on
level.
Madison, of course.
I was Clay 5 and then
Okay.
I think like Pickering something.
Jesus Christ.
Pickering.
Yeah, and also it was like only went to the middle floor of each house. Remember? Like, so if you lived
Yes.
on the fifth, if you lived on like a house's fifth floor, you had to like move up two sets of stairs.
Yes, and move-in day was actual hell. Like I remember
Yeah.
my mom was like, "Cool, let's go to Medici." Like I gotta get a glass of Chardonnay and take the edge off because that was fucking
Immediately.
crazy. Yeah,
We went to
yeah, where'd you
what
go?
was Maggie Miley's,
That was my favorite bar at ICU.
and I was with my random roommate who fucking sucked. And I remember my parents invited her, and I was like, I want to have one last meal with you guys. I don't want to have this random girl. Then she came with, and I remember she ordered a plate of fries as her meal, and my whole family was like, "Oh, good luck with her."
They were like, "Who is this freak?"
Yeah, who was this freak?
And
She
Maggie
ate
Miley's
warm
had a
delights.
great menu.
Yes,
Like,
like there's plenty of options.
oh my God, like the pot pie, the beer battered onion rings. Like I could go
Come
on.
on.
Yeah, I encourage listeners if you're bored one day, just look up the floor plan of Waterston because it's the most unhinged build. Like some fucked up person designed that building, like a demon.
A demon. And remember, there was like a rumor that someone like jumped off and killed themselves.
Yes, and honestly, I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it either. Just being in that building, you're like, I'm kind of in a prison.
It's a prison. One
Oh.
time, my grandpa visited, and he said this place has all the charm of a military bunker.
Yeah,
And
literally.
I was like, "You're right."
He's like, I would know, honey. This
Yeah.
is military.
I remember just like leaving my mom's house and like moving into a dorm being like, this is lit. Like this is a palace. And it wasn't until
Oh.
my grandpa said that it looked like a bunker that I looked around and I was like, it literally does look like a bunker.
And then do you see these girls now on TikTok and their dorms that they have? And I'm like,
Oh my God.
I put up one Coldplay poster and I was like, all right, we're good. I remember I put up my Coldplay poster and I don't even remember liking them that much. But my roommate who I hated goes, I hate them. And I was like, oh, okay. I
You're like, take your plate of fries and sit over there, bitch.
was like, get lost.
I
Yeah.
thought I was really artsy. Did you like have like a moment when you went to college where you're like, I'm going to reinvent myself? Like, who does college Maggie want to be?
Every day I was trying to
Yeah.
be someone different. Yeah. I was in a
Yeah.
sorority. Like,
Okay, wait. We need to talk about that. But I remember with the posters you would put up in your dorm, it was very much for me rooted in like, who do I want? How do I want to be perceived when people come to my dorm?
yes.
And I picked like the not PS I Love You. No, Paris Je T'aime. Do you remember that like indie movie,
Oh,
Paris Je
of
T'aime?
course. Yes.
I had that poster in my room, like over my desk, and I was like,
Like,
I'm artsy. I'm a
it's
theater
French.
student. Yeah, it's French. I'm very chic. Okay. Wait, quick tangent before our next Kill Fuck Mary. Tell me about your
Yeah.
sorority days.
You know, a lot of my friends from high school that went to ISU were joining sororities. So I felt this like pressure. I was like, I want to do it. But it was after Rush. So I
Mhm.
remember this girl was like, oh, there's a sorority that's doing like non-rush recruitment, which I didn't realize at the time was like a bad sign, which means like they didn't get enough people. So I went and I was like, oh, this is chill. And then I was like, okay, like I'll join. Like I also liked the like secrecy of it. Like they have all these secrets
Yeah.
it's just like wear white and like, I don't know. It's just like nothing really is good. But I joined it, and then I remember like at some point I was gonna quit, and everyone was like, We really can't have you be quitting. Like we need the numbers." And I was like, and I loved the girls. Like I mean, most of them,
Yeah.
some of them, but I was like, okay, we were definitely house bunny vibes without the house. So
Oh, I love that. So what you're saying is you were
I
in the coolest
know,
sorority on
and
campus.
yeah, they have a house now though, so it's like I think they're thriving. All I
Really?
know is there's a photo of me on the wall with pearl necklace. So at ICU,
At their current house?
yes.
Oh my God. Do you ever think about visiting and doing like a comedy show just for your sorority?
Swear, oh my God. They'd probably be like, make me pay. They'd be like, yeah, you have to pay to do it.
Universities pay well. Like we need to make this happen.
I know some of them do, but I heard ISU doesn't from
Of course.
From
Well,
Becky.
well,
Yeah.
of course it doesn't. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
I would go back and just be your like social media assistant just as an excuse to go to ISU. But you know me. It gets more and more tragic every time I go back.
You're booked.
I'm
Oh, I
booked.
know.
I need to stop going back. Anyway, Kill Fuck Mary, ISU Bar Edition,
Mm.
Mulligan's, Pub 2, Maggie Miley's.
Oh my God. I'm killing Mulligan's
Of
because that's
course.
where I drank a cup of cigarette butts with the iced tea, right? Was that them?
Yeah, Mulligan's had the Long Irelands that
Oh,
literally, you guys, they were like $2.75, and you would black out after like one, maybe half.
oh my God. And that's why I was like so poor one night. I didn't have $3. And I was like, I'm gonna drink one that's left over full of cigarette butts. I went home immediately after. I was like, all right, I'm out for the night.
I'm so
Um,
sorry that happened to you. That's so
well, it's
insane.
like, don't drink people's leftovers, sicko. I think I want to marry Maggie Miley's because it's like, Irish beautiful. I want to fuck them too because they got the cheese curds, honey. Like, those are good.
Oh my God. There is truly nothing better than like going back to going.
You just were like, I'll never go back.
I went I went like right before I moved to LA with friends of the pod, Liz and Shayna, my two college besties,
Yes.
and we went to Pub 2. We like rolled onto campus at like 12:30. We went to Pub 2. We got some like shitty house wine and cheese curds, and it was like warm outside, and I was just like, this is the best feeling. I'm like levitating right now.
I wish I could go back. It's just like funny too because I was like, I didn't have the money to be like going out to dinner. So
Right.
I'm like, why wasn't I at Pub 2 every Wednesday? It's like, because you had $5 to your name. Like, what are you talking about?
I know. I was definitely more of like a house party kind of girl.
Yeah.
Because it was just more affordable. Like I would just get a bottle of Gallo Family Moscato,
Yeah.
and that would be that.
I was an Arbor Mist, of course.
Harbor Miss, which you talk about in your special, which we are going to get into, and I'm so excited.
Oh my God.
Okay, ISU Theater Party Edition, Pangea, Power Hour, or Mock Prom.
You know I have to kill Pangea. Rest in peace. Even though I showed up on sorry. Immediately like being mean to the improv team. But no, because I wanted to be them. So I'm gonna
Well,
kill them.
keep going.
I'm gonna marry mock prom,
Of
even though
course.
one time I showed up. One time I got so drunk, like maybe the closest I've been to blacking out, and I fell asleep at the pregame, and then they were like, "All right, we're gonna leave Maggie. She's clearly." And then I showed up on my own, like I was like, "I'm here." And everybody was like, "Hell no!" Like I was like a terrorist that night.
You
Like,
rallied.
I know, but in a bad way, where people were like, "We actually wish you would have stayed home." Like,
You're like, I'm not missing out, bitch.
and Power Hour was fun, except when we all sang Piano Man.
Oh my God. Power Hour was okay. I think kids don't do Power Hour anymore. They don't even drink anymore. No,
Yeah, they don't drink.
They
Yeah,
don't drink. I have grapes with Gen Z, but that's a topic for another day.
that's a whole nother podcast.
It's a
Gen
whole
Z. What's going on?
called Gen Z. You okay? But during Power Hour, listeners, we would literally, I think at like midnight, we would all get in
Yeah.
a big theater kid circle and put our arms around each other and sway and sing Piano Man. And at the part where he goes, "You're a pretty good crowd for a Saturday." It was always on Thursdays, so we'd go, "You're a pretty good crowd for a Thursday." We were like, "Yeah."
Yes. I have a photo of me at that Power Hour where at some point when I was studying abroad, I dyed my hair, or I had my roommate try to do highlights, and obviously it was just like orange. And
Classic.
then I dyed it brown over to try to fix it, and then it was really orange.
Mhm.
So there's like a photo of me at Power Hour. My hair is Mormon long orange, and I'm wearing one of the fuggliest dresses I've ever seen. And obviously, I have a tank top underneath it because I was scared to show, I don't know, cleavage.
Mhm.
And I just look like I want to just hug her and be like, "What are we doing?"
And be like,
What's going
"Baby,
on?
It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be able to watch What Happens Live.
Oh my God. Oh, well, people are like, oh, you want to hug your like 5-year-old self? I'm like, I want to hug my 29-year-old self.
No, literally same. I'm like my 26-year-old self was just like rode hard, put away wet, like really tragic individual.
Oh, I just saw a TikTok of a girl that's like, this is 26. I'm staying in tonight. I wanted to comment like, delete this now. You're sick.
No, literally, I'm like, go out and be stupid. It's
Yes.
okay. Like, you're
Yes.
still so young.
Take
And like,
the red light therapy mask off.
take it off, and I'm gonna throw it out the window and then step on it. Also, I
Yes.
just want to say, I need my listeners to know you have like a Michael Jordan story with our ISU improv team because you didn't make it onto the college improv team, but now look at you go. And I love
Thank you
that.
so much.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
inspiring. My last Kill Fuck Marry question ISU edition is drunk food edition. Kill Fuck
Ooh.
Marry, La Bamba, DP Dough, Subway.
Oh, I'm marrying DP Dough. That was my number one. I'll still
Same.
get DP Dough. Come on, Roni Zoni. I at pesto. I'm like, come on. I'll eat that sober. Like that is good.
It's delicious.
I feel like, oh my God, my voice just cracked.
Mhm.
It's tough because I like would never consider eating Subway now. But in the dorms, it was open late and it was in your dorm, and also you put it on your little card. So it basically
Totally.
felt free to me.
Yeah.
La Bamba was delicious, but like also just slop to me, it felt like.
I know, like I couldn't, every dish was sort of just the same in my brain.
Yeah.
Like I can't picture anything and be like, oh, that's different from item number one is different from item number two.
Exactly. Like I wasn't like, oh, I loved their quesadilla or something. So I'm gonna kill, sorry, La Bamba, and I'm gonna or I'm gonna fuck Subway, which feels wrong. Once again, it's like I'm in the Watterson Subway, like, oh, get me out of here.
Yeah, get me out of here. Did you know Subway discontinued the pizzas, little personal pizzas that you could get?
Yeah, of course. Well, I was told that like they like sold them at the colleges because they like knew that they would sell. Like I don't think they were everywhere ever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When I wanted Medici, but I couldn't afford to go get their barbecue chicken pizza, I would go to Subway and use my flex dollars to just
Yes.
like make my own.
Of course, you can make
Best.
whatever you wanted. Me and my friend Sarah, who also worked at Subway, would do this thing that we thought was so funny where people would come in and we'd be like, we're having a deal, $1 pizzas, but you have to have no cheese covered in mayonnaise. And they'd be like, what? And we'd be like, yeah, that's the deal. And they're like, can I get it mayonnaise on the side? We'd be like, no. They'd be like, can I get, and we'd be like, no, just like, you have to get it like this. Nobody, and then one guy finally was like, fuck it, I'll get it. And I was like, you're disgusting. And I like mayonnaise, but I was like, you're sick, sir.
I just know he was in a fraternity.
Yes, of course. And he was ravenous and he didn't care what he ate.
That's so gnarly. Wait,
Oh.
have you ever seen the TikTok of that guy who does like a frat brother character and he's like so ISU coded?
Oh, I know. You need to send that to me.
I have to send him to you. He makes me feel like deeply safe. He's like, what's up? Yeah. No, yeah. Come to the party. Like,
The frat boys scared me. And then I remember at some point, my friend Mia, who was a Delta Zeta, which is like, for the listeners, one of the popular sororities. And I like have a specific memory of her being like, this is my friend Maggie. She's so funny. And you could tell that they were like, you're fucking ugly, but you're cool with me because you're funny. You know what I mean? Like they like looked me up and down and they were like, the second that they had a friend in the room, they were like, all right, you're good, you're chill. I'm like, fuck you guys.
no, it's true. Like you needed like a connector. You needed like
Yes.
an entry point for the frat guys to like respect you, like on the most
Yes.
basic level. And it's like so depressing. Like Shayna was in a sorority, and when she would take
Yeah.
me to house parties, like she would be like, this is my friend Hannah. Like she's cool though. And
Yeah.
like she's a theater major, but like she's cool. And I would just start like giving them the old razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
And they'd be like,
Putting
wait,
on my
you're
little
kind of
show.
weird. You're
Yeah.
kind of weird, but like I think I like you.
Dude, have a beer for sure. You're like, all right.
You're like, okay,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, speaking of having a beer, you just guest bartended on Watch What Happens Live like last week.
Yes.
Tell me everything.
Oh my God. So that was a dream come true. I did John Hill podcast, who is Andy's ex.
Wait, they dated?
Yeah.
That's a very
like,
hot couple.
yes. That's why I was like, get back together. But yeah, no, they dated for a long time and then they're still friends. That's why he has a show on radio, Andy, and he followed me. And then he was like, come do my radio show when I was in New York. And then when I was going back, I was like, do you have any connections to Watch What Happens Live? He was like, of course. Like, I'll email them right now. And he emailed, and he was a little bit like, not that they're like picky, but he's like, they're busy, so they might see the email, they might not, or whatever. And then it worked out. And I was like, I was like, I'm gonna come next week, and they were like, great, can you come this day? We have Kristen Kish, and I'm such a huge Top Chef girl. I was like, oh my God.
That's
So I
so sick.
also they give you real alcohol, and
What were
nobody
you
was telling me that.
drinking?
Margaritas.
Uh,
I had 4 margaritas in an hour
a
because
margarita.
yeah, literally. Because when I got there, they're like, "What do you want to drink?" I was like, "Oh, like a Diet Coke." They're like, "We have a full bar." I was like, "All right, margarita." And then they're like, "Do you want that on stage?" I was like, "Yeah." And every time I was sweating so bad, and it was like an icy drink, so I would take us like I would be chugging it, and then between every take, fill it to the top.
That's
So
my
I had
dream.
4. Yes, and I'm like, "What am I doing? I'm on TV. Like, what is this?"
That's crazy. Did you ever get to a point where you were like feeling your buzz a little behind the bar and you were like, wow, I'm on TV, like a little drunk right now?
Yes, that's why like I was trying to dance and I was trying to be like, let's have fun. And also afterwards, it made me. Kristen was like, "Oh, when are they coming?" And I was like, "Who?" And she was like, "Rob and Maura." And I was like,
What?
I'm gonna go ahead and be staying until they show up."
And they came.
Yeah, and they came and I saw Rob and I used Kristen was talking to him and I used it as like a moment to be like, "Bye, Kristen. Congrats, Rob." And he was like, "Thanks." Like super hot, just like, And then I walked out and Maura was coming in. It was me and one paparazzi waiting for her.
Oh my
And
God.
she comes in this gorgeous outfit, and I was like, "Let's go, girl!" Just me yelling at her, like, "Come on!"
Come on,
And then
Maura.
let's go, queen. And then I asked for a selfie, and obviously she looks stunning, and I'm like, "Boo!" And it's just like I'm still gonna post it, but it was so cool. Like they're really a machine over there. I mean, you probably know from Danny, like
I do,
she's gotta
honestly,
bring you on.
I don't know the inner workings. I mean, manifesting for sure. Also, I have
Yeah,
no doubt that you look very hot in your selfie with Maura. I
thank you.
will say though, there is nothing like being with like a celebrity that you were like excited to meet and then like having like 0.2 seconds to take a picture and being like, I hope I don't fuck up my face. And
I
because they're
know.
like professionals, they literally look perfect in every single
Yes.
photo. And I always feel like I look like a melty, like Walgreens Barbie.
We need to learn to do that, like what they do. Like Maura was literally did
Yeah, it's
like a
like
pose. Yeah.
yeah, I literally want to like hire someone to spend like do like a few hours with me, like a session, and just be like, you have 2 seconds, 3, 2, 1, like a boot
Go, go,
camp.
go.
Yeah.
Do you, when you like are on like or getting either headshots or like on a red carpet, like do you know how to pose? Because I feel like I'm like,
I always like second guess myself and get like imposter syndrome because I'm like, I'm never like I mean, at this point in my career, knock on wood, I'm always there as like a plus one. I'm not actually
Yeah.
like, if I'm being honest, I'm not like invited to these
Oh,
events.
me too. I'm like barely invited to anything as my own person. It's always like, I'm here with Connor Wood. And they're like, can you move over? I'm like, okay, yeah.
So it's like I try to like toe that line of like being respectful and like not being like obnoxious, but also being like, oh, like if it's like, oh, this is a photo op, it's cool with everyone. If I take a photo, okay, cool. But then like I don't do it often enough to know what to do.
I
And so
know.
I try to just imitate celebrities and always act like I'm like holding a little pee and like do
Yeah.
like a little but like
Oh, that's nice.
but I find that like I haven't figured out my legs yet because I'll like stick
Yeah.
a leg too far out to the side and then I just look like "Argh!" It's
Yeah, we
tough.
need someone. If you are someone who like does this as a profession to help us, let us
Yeah.
know.
Hit us up. We'll do a boot camp. We'll all meet
Yes.
at ISU.
We're gonna eat cheese curds after.
Yeah, as a reward, because I'll probably cry. Also, did Andy smell amazing?
Yes. He's shorter than me, which was fun. I was like, come here.
Oh my God, he's
Get
like,
in
come here,
here.
Papa, get in
But
here.
it's not hard. I was also wearing like very tall boots, so I was probably like 6'1" that night.
Oh my God, you looked amazing. And the
Thank
guests you
you.
had were so fun. Like, it was just such a good group.
Yeah, I never had watched Married to Medicine, so when I found out Brandy was gonna be on it, I watched the whole season, and I was like, oh, I'm obsessed. Like it's just housewives, but they're doctors.
100%. So housewives, but like smarter.
Yeah, but they have full jobs and like it was amazing.
Oh, I adore. Well, I can't wait for you to go back on because I've no doubt this is the first Watch What Happens Live appearance of many.
Do you want to know what I said as I left? I was like,
Yes.
because the girl that casted it and like the assistant, they were so nice to me, and I was like obviously forward margaritas in, and I was like, when I come back, I'm gonna be sitting in those chairs, and they were like, yes, Maggie, and then I like turned and I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if I like died next week? And like after saying this, and they were like, what? I was like, I just think it'd be so funny if I was like, I'll be back, and then it's like a screen like over the screen, like she died the next week. So
R.I.P.
fucking yeah, like she never made it back. She like it just made me laugh, but they were like, "All right, girl."
I feel like you're one of the only people who's still comfortable making like death jokes and like kill yourself jokes, and I always think they're funny.
I think they're so funny, and people sometimes will be like, "Don't say that," and I'm like, "I'm allowed to say it about myself. It's comforting." It's like if I'm not saying it, then you check in.
Exactly. There was one
Yeah,
season of Summer House, Jesse Solomon's first season, where he sang. Do you watch Summer House?
of course.
He sang the "What Would Jesse Solomon Do" song, like his first season, and it was like I think in the season finale, and he's like, and I'm like, it was something like, and I'm never going back. Like he was basically talking about how he's just going to remain on the show like forever.
Yes.
And I remember watching it with Jake, and he's like, he doesn't know if he got asked back yet. Like, what if he didn't get asked back? Like after singing that song, that would be so
Yeah,
embarrassing.
I don't think they find out until like really close to filming. So he's really just
He was like,
making a
"This is me,
yeah.
baby," making a splash.
And now he's musician.
And now he's a
Musician.
musician, floppy air
Yeah.
quote. Your special, Marguerite, just came out on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel relieved that it's like out there now because we filmed it a year ago and then it was like for a year we were like, what do we do with, Hollywood? Like you're emailing and everyone's like, hi, like you've reached me, but I'm on, vacation for 7 months. You're like, great. Hi, I'll be camping for 3 years. You're like, great. So to like have it out there and it's cool. Like I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna read the comments until I see one bad one, and then but they've been so nice. Like
Oh my
everyone's been really
gosh.
nice.
It's
And it's
hilarious.
gotten a lot of views, and I really was pushing like that it's a solo show because I think some people were like, I wanted to be like, don't think you're gonna walk into just me doing stand up. Like it's definitely a little different, but
Mhm.
it's cool to see something that you like came up with. Like now it's like a whole show on YouTube. It's crazy.
It's so cool. And I actually I was rewatching it this
You were there
morning.
live.
I was there live,
Thank you for
baby.
coming.
Oh my God, of
Yes.
course. Thank you for having me. I watched it. I was rewatching it this morning, and I just I love that it's not like a traditional stand-up show and that it
Yeah.
feels like it's a piece of theater and it's so like unapologetically you and like the set design and the branding. Like it's such an experience, and I think it really sets it like you're set apart from other comedy specials for that reason. I'm just so excited
Thank
for you.
you.
Yeah.
I know we're theater girls. Like I was like, I can't just like, I have to do a little bit of theater here. Come on.
Yeah. Little razzle
A
dazzle.
little razzle dazzle. Get the frat boys in.
Hell yeah. I mean, we know that your family friend Brendan, who maybe wasn't
Oh
in a
my
frat,
God.
but he did have a cameo as the drunk guy at your family's St. Patrick's Day party. We knew he
Yes,
was
he
going to be
did.
there. Yeah.
Yes, he's also at the end. He's holding one of the flags. I was like,
Incredible.
you can have the amazing job of holding a flag. Can you do it?
He
No.
was like, put me in.
Yeah, put me in. No, yeah, he's very funny too.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that clip of him drunk, I was like, everyone in and around your family is just so funny.
I was just filming all day. I remember that day just like getting, and I was like, there's probably so much footage we didn't even use that like probably is good. Like there's just people that were like, we can't even have you on camera because you're clearly so fucked up. Like so fun. This year at the party, I went to bed at 10 p.m. and there was these two men who are my brother's good friends, and they were just drunk, sharing lyrics with each other
Of course.
and crying. They're like, this is my lyric I was thinking of. And then the other guy was like, this is my lyric. And then I went to bed. And then the next day, my brother was like, yeah, they stayed up doing that until 1:30 until I was like, you have to leave.
Get off my lawn.
I love that it's like they weren't fighting. They weren't like causing a ruckus. They were just crying about lyrics. Awesome. That's like the indie side of my brother's friends.
I was gonna say it's like the Swifties, but like in the straight male like equivalent, you know.
1,000%, yeah.
Oh yeah, listeners, for those of you who don't know, and Maggie talks about this in her special, which is gonna be in the show notes for you, and I can't wait for you to watch it. But her family has an epic annual St. Patrick's Day party, which I was trying to go to this year, and then I couldn't make it work.
know.
But I'm manifesting someday.
Yeah, you got to come in the next, I think in 2 years, it's the 50th anniversary of the parade.
Oh shit!
So you got to come to the party
Okay.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, great. Oh my god, I can't wait. Standing
And everyone
in my-
listening, come on, find out if you can find out the address, then good for you.
then come through and get ready to
Then
use the
come on.
porta potty in the garage, baby.
Exactly.
Um,
Somebody stunk it up. Don't
someone
stink
stunk
it up. Yeah, always. It's like, come on, we're all in this garage.
Like, don't have diarrhea on St. Patrick's Day. Hold your corned beef and cabbage.
Please.
Wait. So that would you? I was going to ask how the party was, and now we're already talking about it. Would you say that said this year's party was a success?
It was like one of the best because, well, strangely, it was pouring rain all day,
Hmm.
except for when the parade was happening. Like I went up to the parade for like 30 minutes and it was total sunshine.
Oh my
But
God.
because we have a heated tent and my dad like made gutters so the rain would um like pour out, a lot of people
Smart.
came to our house, which like obviously makes a good party when you just have a ton of people
Yeah.
and a bunch of music. And yeah, it was success. I hate how fast the day goes with anything like that. When
I
you have a
know.
special event and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, it's over. This sucks. Like,
It's so sad. What time do
I
you
know.
start?
Mass. We start with mass at 9:30 in our backyard.
Okay,
So I
love.
think I wake up at like 8 and then so it's a long day, but you're still like, oh,
How long is the mass?
30
Time.
minutes. It's Catholic mass, but my uncle's a priest, but we are like, get in, get out.
Oh,
Like
it's
we got to start
truncated.
drinking. Yes.
Oh, I'm in. I was
Yes,
like,
come on.
obviously there was never a world in which I wasn't going to be respectful of the entire tradition, and like, obviously I want to go to your Catholic mass, but
Oh
now that I know
no.
it's only 30 minutes, I know what to like mentally prepare for.
Yeah, and there's no kneeling. But also, I will say a lot of people show up later. They're like, I'm not going to that mass. I'm like,
Mm.
fair, very
Oh,
fair. I get it.
I'll fuck with your Catholic mass,
Yeah,
Maggie.
thank you.
How long did it take for like your whole show, like your whole special to kind of like come to fruition? Like what was the first idea and how did it come to be?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was doing improv for a long time. Then I started doing stand up, and this is in the end of 2022. I always say that I was like in that state of like falling asleep, and I was like, oh, maybe I should do like a solo thing because then you can like tour with it. And I wasn't
Hmm.
really ready to like have an hour of stand up basically, but I just felt like a lot of pressure. But I have one now if anyone's listening. I'm just kidding. And then I was like, I don't know why, like the thought of doing like 3 sections made it feel easier, like how to approach a solo show, like make it. That's why I made it Live, Laugh, Love, and
Hmm.
then I brought in my brothers and I told them like my ideas, and then we were like, let's book the date, which was end of March, to like make like just so you have a deadline. So we did that, and then from there it was like a lot of iterations. I took it on tour, so it was like, how can we take it on tour by myself without a set and like doing tech? Then
Hmm.
obviously Edinburgh was like, how do I do it without a set? And I let at 11 p.m. in a different country.
Yeah. What was that like?
It was brutal. No, it was really hard for me. Like I had a really hard time.
Oh,
I think just how late mine was not the move. And like
yeah.
going forward, I mean, I still like, I couldn't, I think it did teach me like I could do comedy to one person in a basement that hated me. Like I could do it because it's like I
Right.
already did it basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but that was cool. And then after that is when Absolutely, who produced it, approached me and they were like, would we want to film this? And I was like, absolutely, which actually was hard. Every time I was in a meeting with them, I'd be like, absolutely, absolutely. And I was like, sorry, I know that's like the name of the company. And they're like, we know, we named it that. I'm like, okay, thank you.
You're like, I'm just
Sorry.
enthusiastic about this
Yeah,
opportunity.
absolutely. Yeah. Oh, so annoying.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool though. I think it was very, very smart of you to have a deadline on the calendar early on because I, as
Yeah.
like a writer, multi-hyphenate as well, I have been like batting ideas around in my head for literal years. And like I
Yes.
only have like 2 of them actually on paper and I've been avoiding notes for like 6 months. Like it's hard.
It's so hard. And then the second you like sit down to do it, you're like, oh, this actually took 30 minutes and it's like, and it's such
Yes.
a better place. I hate it. I'm like,
You sit down and
ah,
you're like full like Russell Crowe, Beautiful Mind,
yes.
like
Yeah.
your brain's
You're
like
like,
on.
oh, it's working. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I'm like, I enjoy this, and like, I might even be good at it. I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think maybe it is like if I hold off, like, we can't know how it is because it's not there yet. But then it's like, yeah, it's the same thing. Like going back to like people, like my friend Angie always says, like there's the bitches who talk about doing it, and there's the bitches who do it,
Yeah,
and there's a lot of people that don't do it because then they can't be criticized,
100%. It's like
and it's like
self-sabotage and like playing small on purpose.
yeah, you can't be criticized, but you also can't be on the red carpet with a friend who brought you
T.
and
T.
learning how to take the photos. Okay,
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
Holding a
yeah.
fake pee between your fingers on the
I
carpet.
did not know that was okay. That's a good tip.
Yeah, it's just a little delicate. And once you like notice it, you'll like see a lot of people do it.
Like I know about your pee, you
I know your
sickos.
I know
Okay.
your secret pee, you sick freaks. Um, Your like style of comedy too, and your special, it's just like I was saying, it was just so you, it's so irreverent, it's so your perspective. Was there ever a time like as you started like breaking into comedy that you felt like you had to change or pivot or fit into a box, or have you always just been like, this is what I have to say and I trust it and I'm going for it?
Oh, definitely when I started doing stand-up, I was like, you have to be like one of the guys, joke, joke, joke. Like, and
Mm,
I like didn't have that. I was like, I don't have this like, I was just like, maybe I think that's why I avoided stand-up because I was like, I
mm.
don't have that. And then I started seeing like different women around Chicago doing stand-up and different gay men. And I was just like, oh, actually, like, that's just how it's been, but like we can do our own thing. It actually doesn't matter. I feel like I keep saying this, like I'm just like, you can do whatever kind of stand-up you want. And if people have a hard time like categorizing it, like that's for them to worry. That's not for me to worry about.
So
Like,
true.
yeah, because even in the special, I was like freaking. I was like, well, it's solo show and it's also stand-up, but it's also storytelling, and it's like some stand-up is storytelling. It doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
it's just what, yeah, like who cares? And if someone's dealing with that, it's like, well, you have something wrong with you. Figure that out.
Totally. And like respectfully, like I doubt that like Bo Burnham as like a straight white man ever felt like
Yeah.
he had to over explain what he was doing with
Oh,
his type of comedy. You know what I mean? I just think
and
as
he's a
women
different
too.
type. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
he like does his own thing. And I feel like as women, we so often second guess ourselves and it's annoying. And I'm glad that you
No, it's
didn't.
awesome. Come on, Hannah. It's
It's
awesome.
it's so great. I love it.
Imposter syndrome rocks every day. You're like, you release a special and you're like, it sucks. They delete it from the
Take it
every,
down.
everyone who worked on it is like, we're not going to do that. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Great, great.
No, I'm so glad it's out there. And I feel like I, as your friend and as a viewer, I'm just like so inspired. And you've given me so much
Thank
comedy
you.
advice where you're like I've been like, Maggie, how do you memorize jokes? And you're
I
like,
know.
you just take it beat by beat. It's like such a dumb
Yes.
question. But like, I was
No,
like,
it's not. It's people all the time are like, do you write everything out? I'm like, I think you just have to find what works for you.
do you hear your jokes in your head? Like, I'm thinking of the specific story from your special where you talk about the guy at the hospital that's like, I'm swollen.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear that like in your head when you were writing it? Like, did you know you were going to deliver it that way?
Well, that's a real story. So that woman was like
Oh, it was a
fully
woman.
screaming it like
That's
that.
right.
Yeah. So I was like, I want to like try to do. I think it's exaggerated, of course, but it's still like I was like, I want to get her point across, but exaggerated. I do feel like It's funny. Like I do picture myself like saying the joke sometimes, and then I'm like, people are gonna love it, and then you like try it, and it's like the audience is like, okay, and you're like, oh, never mind.
Oh my God. It's also interesting how there's like styles of like joke delivery. Like I feel like there was a period in like the second half of the 2010s where like every comic was sort of doing this
Oh,
sort of deadpan thing,
yes,
like men and women alike. And I remember thinking that like that's how I should tell jokes like early on. And I was like,
yes,
but I don't talk like that at all. Like I'm the opposite of that. And I remember being like, well, I can't be funny unless I talk
no.
like this. And it just didn't, it was Floptown USA, of course.
You're so right. There are still people like it works for them, but in no way do I have that where I'm just like, so the other day, it's like I'm like, oh, you get like all the time. I feel like I'm going on rants. Even in a special, like there was certain things that made it into the final edit that like were never like I never said it before. I think even one joke I go never said that before. Just like things that I'm like, but it's like that's who I as I'm a stand up. I'm riffing a lot, so it's like let's keep that in to show like the shit I do. I don't
It's
know.
so fun. And like there's the part where you like take a bite and then a sip of
Oh yeah.
water and you're like, oh, and then you're like cheeseburger and you like interrupt yourself with your thought. And I was like, that shit's like so real and so fun.
Like I'm
Uh,
like you guys are watching it, so let's just acknowledge that I'm have
that
to eat this.
I'm actively choking on stage right now.
You want to know the
Um,
sickest fact is that in Edinburgh, because I was like broke and I did it every single night, I would like keep one cheeseburger for 3 nights.
oh shit.
And by the last night, it was so cold and disgusting. Like I would be like, I, everyone's like, just it's $1. I'm like, they're not $1 anymore. They're expensive.
Oh my God. This is like what's so criminal though, is like I just think obviously that was a few years ago, but I'm just like, why aren't you rich right now?
Honey, I'm asking the same thing every day.
Honey, I've had enough of you not being rich.
And there's so many people that do like they'll be like, oh my God, like, are you making money? And I'm like, from what? From watch what happens live? No, like I would have paid to do that. Like,
Like
there's no
TikTok
way.
Creator Fund.
I know.
Like Get out of
They'll be
here.
they'll be like, here's $90 every 1 year. I'm like, thank
No,
you.
it's literally like your video got 10 million views.
Yeah.
Here's $15. Don't spend it all in one place. You're like, cool, thanks.
Yes.
Um, I wanted to ask you, you have a couple insane pieces of lore that you bring up in your special, including your back surgery. So glad you're okay.
Yeah, thank you.
And also that you worked at Disney World.
Yes.
And I just wanted to ask, do you have any like funny, insane stories from that period of your life?
Yeah, oh my God. I did it the semester after college because I was like, I just wanted to go do something silly. So I was like, let me
Yeah.
go to Disney. And obviously I'm a Disney adult, so I loved it. But first of all, you have a roommate and then so I went from like having my own room to like back with a full roommate. And then I had five roommates total
Oh my
with
God.
one fridge and like, and just, that was like so chaotic. And then we're working nonstop. I think my favorite thing is this guy that came up to me, which I don't think I say in the special, and he goes, "Why are they canceling this is the thing is like with the adults are causing so much more drama than any kid ever is. Like they're coming to me, they're like, excuse me, like why is the parade canceled?" And I was like, "Oh, if there's lightning, we don't want the performers to die, you know." And this guy looks at me and like, and my remember my little name tag said ISU, and he goes, "You're going down the drain like Sears." I was like I couldn't say anything obviously, so I just like smiled. Sears. He goes, "This whole company is going down, and when I see you on the street, I won't give you $1."
Oh.
He said to me, "Disney World is going down the drain like Sears." I'm like, "Yeah, I think so, buddy." That was like 15 years. Like clearly it didn't.
Yeah,
It
you're
was
like, yeah, I'm
so
super worried about Disney's
yeah.
survival as a company.
Or just insane like there's people that work the day and that like a lot of like old people work there just so they can bring their kids for free. And then all
Oh,
the interns work nights and weekends. So we like come in like little gremlins. Like I don't know. It was one of the most psychotic
interesting.
jobs I've ever had. But they really, really like beat customer service into you.
I mean, I can literally only imagine, and I
Yeah.
have no poker face. Like I could never. You're so strong.
I honey, like I would be getting ready next to Belle. Like she'd be like getting her dress on, and I'd be putting on my suit, my space suit. Like,
You're
hey,
like, see you out there.
see you out there. Like so silly.
Were there any friends of characters in quotes who had like an attitude and were like self-important because they're like, well, I'm this person's friend?
I think a lot of the princesses were like
Divas.
that.
Yeah.
People would be like, because the people that are wearing like the full, costumes,
Mm-hmm.
stuff with that, like they're sweaty and they're humbled, They're getting
Totally.
a lot of them get like tackled to the ground sometimes because people get so excited. Like, Buzz Lightyear! I'm like, please. Again, it's the adults tackling them to the ground. It's not the children.
Freaks.
But yeah, there's definitely people who are like, I'm a dancer in the parade, and I'm like, okay, sorry, like sorry I don't know that.
You're like, I'm an astronaut in Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Like, and what? And
I'm a
what?
space cop. I'm a space cop.
You're like, space cop. Don't get it twisted.
I'll arrest you.
Oh my God. That's wild. So
Yeah,
fascinating. It reminds me of Search Party when, what's his name?
Oh
works
my
at-
God, the girl. Yeah,
Yeah. What's a piece of advice you would give to someone who wants to create their own opportunities in comedy?
Oh my God. What if I was like, don't do it? No, I think it's just like you have to just like block out at all of the like noise, and you have to just
Mhm.
do it. And I've been really like into these woo woo books. Like I did The Artist's Way last year, which was so good. And then I
have to
read
do
this
that.
book. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard, but and I like would take like a week off because I'd be like, but I just read another book called The Creative Act by Rick
Mhm.
Rubin. And just like the whole thing is how it's like your job is to create your art and you can't worry about anything after that. Because I think in my head it's like, okay, well I make this, what happens to it? It's like, just make it. And if it's just like you do a show and then it's like 3 people saw it and it's it, and like the internet will make you feel like shit because they're like, I don't know. Sometimes too, the most people that go the most viral, like go look at their videos because it's never like good.
No, it's real.
It's always like, this is what it's like at the store, and you're like, yeah, okay, like you know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, know that your perspective is, unless you're doing that kind of comedy, then God bless. But someone's writing out, they're like, shit, my story idea is down the
Yeah.
drain.
Never mind. They just
Um,
crumble it up, throw it away.
yeah, do it and set a deadline like we talked about. That's a really
Mm-hmm.
helpful, like, I want to do this by this date.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you lie to yourself, honey, that's on you.
Yeah. Period.
Period.
My last question for you. This
Oh,
flew by. Thank you
I
so
know. And,
much.
oh my God. Yeah. I mean, you're so easy to talk to. Come on,
It
let's
always
chat it up.
does. This is how we
Yeah.
drank for 8 hours when the Bears
Yeah.
lost.
And maybe it would have been more if I didn't stop these clowns.
I know. Do you ever, this is just a petty question that I want to end on. Do you ever just
Yeah.
think about how your ops see you and your success and just think, fuck yeah?
For certain people, for sure.
I
For
love
certain
that.
people that like, obviously, like people that, this is so funny because today I made a close friends. You're on my
Mhm.
close friends, right? And I think it's a good time. I'm like, I love that I put it on close friends, but I'm gonna say it on a podcast. I was like, it's a good time for me to make a shit list because I just feel like in these kind of things when you like, you're like, oh, this is like showing me who supports me and
Mhm.
who doesn't, and or only who supports me like when they want like something I'm doing. It's just very clear.
Yes,
Like I was like, so I was like in my phone, I was literally like writing out names where I was like, you're on my list right
bitch.
now. Yeah.
It is very transparent and weird when you see people who like were dismissive to you at one point suddenly want to sidle up to you because you're doing well, or someone who clearly drops off when you start doing well because they liked that you were in their mind on like the same level. You know what I mean? And they
Yes.
like can't
Oh my
actually like
God.
support you.
That's like, and like not even, there's people that aren't even like in the same field as you, but you ever see comments on random people's, they're like, I like it, I like her before when she was doing this. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, so you don't support her now because she has success or they have success. You're so fucking weird.
Yeah. It's freakish.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I
Freaky.
truly like a success for my friends is a success for me. And it's like,
Yes.
it's so exciting. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Do you have anyone in this industry who every time you run into them, they're weird to you?
A million people.
I recently had an experience. There is this one industry person who I met like years ago, and they're like crushing it career wise. I run into them once every couple of years. I'm
Yeah.
friendly and I say hi every time. Without fail, every time I see them, they like neg me. Like they say something shitty to me every fucking
Oh
time.
my
And I
God.
cannot escape this person. And I'm like, what is wrong with people? Like, just be nice or ignore me. I don't really care.
I can't wait to ask you after we record who it is.
You know, I'm going to tell you. I probably already have. It's like my
I
Roman
know.
Empire. It's
The
fucked
thing is,
up.
there's people I see who I like leave the interaction being like, did I say something? Like, why are they so weird? I think we're in the industry where it's like people are just bonkers for that. Like, you
Yeah.
can't have a normal conversation sometimes with people. They
No.
could be like, hi, like I'm not doing well or something, and they'll be like, okay, well I just booked, and you're like, oh, like what?
I really do think, like, obviously there are nice people all over, but I do think
Course.
our Midwestern roots, I do think will always force us into this place of like being polite and being mindful and trying to be like, hey, like, let's just connect as humans as opposed to like, well, like,
What are you
anyways,
doing?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry that your cat died, but I just guest starred on blah, 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 blah. It's like, enough.
Enough. You're
Enough.
so right. Yeah.
Well, I'm so proud of you, Angel. I just can't wait to
Thank
see what you
you.
continue to do. And listeners, you need to go watch Maggie's special Marguerite on YouTube right now.
Thank you so much for having me and for shouting
Of
out the
course.
special. You're an angel.
Oh my God, of
Angel.
course. Well, is there anything else you want to plug?
Just a special, and you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Saggy Splinters if you want to, but absolutely no worries if not.
Follow Maggie at Saggy Splinters on Instagram and TikTok. You will not be disappointed. Are you on
Thank you.
X or Twitter?
No, I got off Twitter because it's scary
Same.
there.
Same.
I was a Twitter girl, and one day I think I saw a tweet that was like about someone wanting to kill women, and I said, let me get off this.
No, that's literally what happened to me. I said,
Yeah.
I'm good. Although you were behind the Gossip Girl Twitter at ISU, and
Yeah.
that is...
I did. I would get so drunk and just, that's like, I was bad. I was like taking photos of people like, who's this
You were-
disgusting guy?
You were Demois before Demois. Like, you were a trailblazer in so
Get
many
in line,
ways.
Dumas. Yeah.
Yeah, get in line.
Ugh.
Y'all follow Maggie. Check out her special. If you don't follow me already, follow me at Hannah Aaron Brown across platforms. If you love this podcast, leave it a rating and a review. Send it to a friend. Also, check out Maggie's podcast, Literally Life Changing. Hello.
Thank you.
And
I'll have to have you on.
oh my God, my dream. Literally.
Yeah, of course.
I'm clearing my schedule. Love y'all. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.